organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Thanks for tuning in to your latest edition of Daily Iowan TV, your television news, sports, and weather source from the Daily Iowan. I am Rachel Bedell, broadcasting from the Daily Iowan newsroom. Iowa will pay $3.75 million to settle a malpractice lawsuit, claiming that in 2007, University of Iowa hospital employees were negligent during the birth of a child, leaving him with serious medical issues. The lawsuit was filed by Jonathan and Martha Fountain of Iowa City, whose 5-year-old son suffers from cerebral palsy. The family's lawyer says that the hospital's high dose of a synthetic hormone commonly used in a birthing process, Pitocin, caused a lack of blood flow to the baby's brain, causing severe trauma. However, UIHC lawyers claim the child's brain injuries were likely caused by different factors. The state appeal board approved the settlement earlier this month. Well, the 2012 Iowa City Jazz Festival took over downtown this weekend. Since 1991, the Iowa City Jazz Festival has brought in nationally recognized artists and attracted tens of thousands of attendees. Several streets in downtown Iowa City are closed down for the weekend to make room for 4 stages, dozens of vendors, and even a beer garden. The 4 different stages give opportunities for musicians of all ages and skill levels to be part of the festival. Curtis Boysen, drummer for the Blake Manor Knock Group, is a native of Iowa City and has always been impressed with the quality of musicians that the festival attracts despite the heat.
And of course it was hot out. That's the downside, is that since we're performing outdoors, it's generally pretty humid during this time of year. But the musicians I've been playing with are really good, and it's always been a lot of fun.
Boysen played in jazz bands and combos during his time at West High School. He met the trombonist and bass player from the band after attending a youth music camp. At the University of Iowa, he is currently studying jazz performance, Northwestern's prestigious Finan School of Music. Music is obviously a very important part of Boysen's life, and he encourages young musicians to work hard.
For anyone else who's interested in playing, just stick with it, practice hard, and do what you love. Don't play for the money, because that's definitely not what you're going to get out of this career. But if you love the music and you dedicate yourself to it, it'll keep you going and give back to you. So.
The festival concluded Sunday night with a fireworks show. And now for your sports, here's Daily Iowan TV sports reporter Nick Fetty.
Devin Marble, Gabe Olaseni, and the rest of the white team looked to upset the undefeated gold team in Sunday afternoon's primetime league action. The winless white team got off to a strong start Sunday afternoon, putting up 17 points in the first 5 minutes. Sam Elgin had an impressive first-half showing, leading the white team with 12 points and going 4 for 5 from the field. Josh Oglesby had an outstanding first-half effort for the gold team, racking up 15 points, going 6 for 7 from the field. Turnovers and missed shots plagued the gold team through the first half, and they were down 51-40 at halftime. Oglesby couldn't quite find his groove in the second half, only putting him up 5 points with a 50% field goal accuracy. Gabe Olaseni found his stride in the second half for the white team, leading the team with 14 points. Olaseni finished the game with 20 points and 7 boards. Fellow Hawkeye Devin Marble also had a good game for the white team, finishing with 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Even the strong post play by highly touted incoming freshman Adam Woodbury, who scored 8 points and pulled down 14 rebounds, wasn't enough for the gold team to get the win. Despite an impressive performance by Josh Oglesby, it wasn't enough, and the gold team suffered its first loss of the season against the white team. Nick Fetty, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek into Monday's edition of the Daily Iowan. Here's Daily Iowan Metro reporter Eric Leitner as he discusses the story on the recent legislation passed on student loans.
The story I'm working on today is the legislation passed by Congress to keep student loan interest rates at the same level they have been for the past year. This legislation was passed by a largely bipartisan effort in the House, and if you want to read more, go read my article in the Daily Iowan.
And before we leave, let's take a quick look at the local weather forecast. Well, it's going to be another hot one tomorrow with mostly sunny skies and a high around 95. However, we may see a little bit of rain as we have a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Monday night should be mostly clear through a low around 73 degrees. Looking into the rest of the week, it looks like the blistering hot weather is going to stay. Temperatures Tuesday through Saturday look quite similar, as well as we'll see highs during the day in the mid-90s and lows in the mid-70s. That's your latest update from Daily Iowan TV. You can check us out anytime at thedailyiowan.com. Have a great night.